people really think that celebrities be getting cloned? Bro, do y'all not know that it's normal for a grown-ass man to hit puberty in jail then come out looking completely different? Going in jail looking like this, then come out a year later looking like this, bro, that shit is completely normal. Like, bro, they not getting cloned, they just be working out. That's why every single feature is different. That's why every single person that goes to jail makes a transformation like this, not only rappers. Like, why would the people in power, the top elites, the people that loves to control want to control rappers? Why would they want to control the people with the most influence over the entire world? It's not like they have enough technology to do that shit. It's not like they have enough technology to make fucking robots. It's not like the people in power have enough technology to put chips in humans' brains. And then y'all be acting like they be making movies about this shit or something. Now, I understand if they like put it in our face or something to make fun of us, or if there was an actual document of the first human clone. This is not, I'ma just have to call this shit conspiracy. Just like this conspiracy theory rapper that explained everything.
The Illuminati knows the answers, taking bone samples to clone rappers, but the artists in prison to silence their vision, genetic copies going home after.
And you got conspiracy theory rappers that's in the industry talking about this shit. Y'all gotta chill with these conspiracies, man. The elites of this world is not that rich and not that advanced in technology. But I love y'all.
There was a theory circulating not too long ago that said that there was a path in the Grand Canyon that will take you all the way to Africa. But now people are starting to add to this theory and take it even further. The added theory.
Now let's just take this a little bit further, right? What if that was really the ocean that God led like the Hebrew Israelites through to the promised land, yo? Bro, so remember in the Bible, right, when Moses had the power to split the sea from Yahweh, right? It was a straight path, bro. Look at that shit.
I find it very interesting that in 1909, an article released called Explorations in the Grand Canyon that talks about finding Egyptian artifacts within it. There was also certain substances and materials from North and South America found in ancient Egyptian tombs next to mummies.
Yo, what if our history of everything is really messed up, bro? Oh my God!
Beef you eat may not be real beef, but beef printed out by high-tech 3D printing. This kind of beef not only looks no different from real beef, but also tastes and textures are similar to real beef, even more fragrant. This kind of technology beef sounds unbelievable. How do they do it? We all know that beef consists of white fat and red muscle. Technology beef is the use of technology to reconstruct them both, Scientists will first extract bovine stem cells from cattle and then put the stem cells into a Petri dish. The Petri dish is a magic tool for artificial technology to mimic the environment of the cow's body. Here the bovine stem cells will feel like they are still in the bovine body. So the bovine stem cells will keep dividing and growing in the Petri dish. After the stem cells have divided enough, the scientists will make the stem cells into something called bioink. Bioink is divided into two kinds, one for printing beef white fat, one for printing beef red muscle, Next, the shape, size and grain to be printed are designed in the computer, and once set, the 3D printer will print out a piece of beef appearing according to the program set 1, in order to ensure that the printed bovine stem cells are still alive. The whole printing process should be carried out in a sterile environment. The printed beef is then placed in an incubation chamber to allow it to continue growing. This way, after a few weeks of growth, it will form muscle fibers and fat tissue like real beef, so that a piece of technological beef that you can hardly distinguish from the real one is made. However, due to the current cost of this 3D printed beef, then the real beef is expensive. To popularize, there is still a way to go. When the time comes, if it really popular, you will support this kind of beef. Comer.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but burning sage and meditating don't make you more spiritual. Going vegan don't make you more spiritual. Listening to Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill don't make you more spiritual. Doing tarot readings don't make you more spiritual. Replacing I with I as in EYE don't make you more spiritual. Walking in grass barefoot and hugging trees don't make you more spiritual. Dressing a certain way and wearing all types of crystals, jewelry don't make you more spiritual. The list goes on and on, but I'ma stop there. You can do all those things and still be a shitty person. That don't automatically rank you above everyone else. The real question is, are you doing the inner work? Are you healing your trauma? Are you learning who you are? Are you releasing and unlearning toxic patterns and behaviors? Are you loving yourself? Are you letting go of fear? Are you letting go of ego and focusing on being compassionate towards others? That might ruffle a lot of feathers, but somebody has to say it.
Yo, you say you can't meditate, but have you ever noticed that the front of your teeth can get dry sometimes? And that you can actually smell the inside of your nose? and that there's actually like a buzzing in your fingertips if you pay attention to them. Don't look at them, just feel them. Notice how you can feel the sensation and buzzing vibration in your hands and fingers. And notice how you can hear the sounds in the room around you as you feel your hands and fingers at the same time. And notice how you can see the whole field of vision without taking your eyes off your phone. You can see everything in your peripherals without even trying too hard, as you hear the sounds, as you feel your hands. And stay with the details for another moment. Stay locked in and focused. Hands, sounds, whole field of vision. Take a deep breath in, relax the muscles on the way out. Notice how you feel. You just meditated, great job. And if you want more of this to drop in a flow state on a regular basis, search the mental level on YT right now and practice.
I've come to realize what I need to know, I already know as I reach higher states of consciousness. The more I practice Qigong, the more I tap into the Hall of Akashic Records. The Akashic Record has the energetic imprint of all our past lifetimes. Yes, you have a personal book of life stored in the etheric field of the planet within the Akashic Records. I'm sharing this information with you so that you can access this Hall of Records during your lifetime, so that it can give you a deeper knowing of who you are and why you are here. There's no past. There's no future. There is only now. Everything exists within the now. So let's go on a journey within the mind of Source to gain access to the library of light, the database of information that's stored up within us, to have a deeper understanding of who we are and why we are here on this planet. That is the truth about you when you tap in within you.
Is the father of propaganda, launched the breakfast campaign because the meat industry came to him and said, dude, we're slacking on meat sales. What can we do? So he's like, it's too hard to convince the average person. I need to go to the people that are already sources of authority. So what did he go and do? He went and convinced who? The doctors, the pediatricians, that breakfast was the most essential diet. With all these studies and all these experiments and all this bullshit, it was all paid propaganda. So Edward Bernays launches the breakfast propaganda campaign and turns breakfast into a rousing success. He did it as well with cigarettes.
Absolutely, industry and propaganda are closely linked. So Edward Bernays was Freud's nephew and took all the psychological technology of Sigmund Freud and boiled it into public relations, PR, advertising, marketing, psychological marketing. And so the same can be said about grain-based diets and heart-healthy diets.
Oh, say, can you see by the blood in the streets that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands. But you'll die in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
Hey, on my soul, bro, when it get dark, you better keep that light lit. I'm talking about the physical one and the spiritual one. You feel me? If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me give you a quick rundown. The first light, the non-physical. Candles, flashlights, all that type of deal. You know what I'm saying? You need to see when the power grid go off. We all know it's coming. It's no ifs and buts about it. We've been hearing about it. Back to back to back to back. I don't care if you tapped in, if you're not tapped in. All right? The second one, you need to be hearing this heart chakra. That's your second light. That light needs to be on at all times. All right? For my spiritual people, y'all already know. Y'all been tapping in. Y'all been practicing. For everybody else, you need to be utilizing your resources right now. Meaning watching videos like this, go to my page, go watch some other videos I done dropped, and start liking some content like this and obtaining this information before the grid goes down so you won't be late. All right? And I'm just looking out for you because I love you. Real shit. All right? Start tapping in today. Love y'all. Peace.
Of course, I was not giving them cow's milk and giving my children who were 2 and 1 at the time, I was not giving them red meat or eggs or anything like that, and they just could not believe it. And in fact, they actually kicked me out of the pediatrician office, which did me a favor, and I had to go find my own pediatrician. Before they kicked me out, they were like, and you're pregnant now, don't you know at 9 months you have to start introducing your baby to red meat? Exactly, 9 months. I said 9 months? 9 months. Y'all want me to start giving my baby beef? She was like, yes, you need to give them pureed beef. I wasn't even doing that, you know, not being vegan. I wasn't giving them any meat until they were at least 1 or 2. But I just couldn't believe that this is what a lot of mothers are being told. This is why a lot of children grow up with a lot of overproduction of mucus, again, which isn't bad, but because there's so much toxic waste in the body produces all of this mucus. So I started to put 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, we are starting to become sick. The sickness is manifesting from the time you are a fetus. So it's almost inevitable for you to develop fibroid cysts and all these.
You ain't never seen a black caveman. Period. I don't give a what history book you want to look into. I don't give a what research you want to do. We come from civilization, right?
Yeah.
We are the makers, the owners, the creams of the planet, the father of civilization and gods of the universe. And there ain't no argument about that. So when you do the research and you find out we ain't never lived in no cave, but the only history that is our origin is we come from the richest parts of the planet. It's like when you go and look for a house to buy, right? You go and look at 10 cribs, 20 cribs until you find the best crib, not only for your comfort, but for your budget. Our nature didn't coincide with budget. Our nature coincides with being the fathers and the gods of this planet that exists. There is no before that history. That's from the inception of our being. So I'm wearing the that our ancestors taught us that we need to be buried in the tombs with.
Would you eat this chicken breast? Yeah, that looks like something you would not want to eat. This is a short clip from a TikTok that a few people tagged me in. This meat right here is supposed to be chicken breast. But when this lady opened up the package of chicken breast, she saw this meat that looks really, really stringy, disgusting, wet, kind of like spaghetti. Whereas this is what chicken is actually supposed to look like. The lady in the video was concerned that this potentially might be some lab-grown meat that got into her food and that they started selling lab-grown meat without people's knowledge. This is actually not the case though. This super unappetizing hunk of chicken breast right here is lab-grown meat. You can definitely see the difference. This is still something I wouldn't want to eat personally, but these are two separate things. Chicken breast is composed of muscular tissue, and this has been being seen a lot more often. It's called spaghetti meat, and this is when the muscular tissue breaks down and it results in this gross looking texture. The cause is currently unknown, however, it's not unhealthy for you to eat. If you can stand to look at this and eat this, you are going to be 100% fine.
I see a lot of people that's coming on my TikTok page and you're saying that, oh, this is not true, this is not us. Well, what the pictures that's in front of you, oh, that's a lie. I guess those are are pale faced people. You see, those are melanated people that look just like us today. But you don't want to say that. You want to sit up here and you want to keep us in the trick bag. But here's the problem to that. The problem is that you can't change what's going on. You can't change the energy that's going on. We are our ancestors. You see these politicians, JFK, they all knew it. The celebrities, they all knew that we was indigenous to America. But you lied to us to take the land. And the reason why you fight against us, because you want the land. You don't want us to, as long as we say we come from Africa, then that gives you entitlement to the land. But once we begin to say we don't come from Africa and we from here, then it changed the dynamics and it changed the energy. And that's something that you don't want to see. But you have no other choice at this point. You have no choice because it's too many of us that have waken up to the truth. We're no longer asleep no more. You're no longer dealing with people that's looking for somebody to come back to save us, but yet we're saving ourselves. That's something that you don't want to see. But you have no choice at this point because we're not going to stop because we know we have been lied to. And you people that's coming on here, you are part of the problem because you don't want to see us wake up. You don't want to see us come into truth because it's too scary to you. That's the only reason you don't want to see it. But you have no other choice. You will see it. And this is just the beginning of it. We're going to keep waking up till we cannot wake up anymore. And the more we wake up, the more we change the energy of what's going on. And that's what you don't want to see.